I'm a pastry chef, and if I can roast a turkey, anybody can roast a turkey. I am wearing gloves because I do not want to cross-contaminate, so I think that's very important first and foremost. You're lucky enough because Whole Foods carries really great turkeys. They're hormone-free, they're antibiotic-free, they have a vegetarian diet, and Whole Foods knows where they're getting their turkey from. And when you're choosing a turkey, I think those are very important points. One of the things about a turkey is the breast meat. Breast meat's usually dry. So what I do is, I'm a bacon lover, and so I'm gonna put bacon underneath the skin. And what happens is that when it's baking, that bacon is gonna cook, and the fat and all the juices from the bacon are gonna get into the breast meat, and the breast meat's gonna be super moist. What you wanna do is you wanna take your wing, and you wanna hold it up, and you wanna sort of get it underneath here. What I like to do is I like to stuff my bird with flavor. So I'm gonna stuff it with apples and onions and garlic. I'm also gonna take some bacon, cut my bacon, just into chunks. So again, I'm gonna add a little bit more flavor to inside the cavity. So once I have this all together, and I have my apples, and I have my onions, I'm gonna stuff the bird. And I'm just gonna throw the apples, the onions, and some garlic into the bird with the bacon. The next thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my breast and I'm gonna take the skin and I'm gonna sort of like, just sort of manipulate it and sort of like release it. And then I'm gonna take my bacon, and it's best if you take your bacon, cut it, because it's long, and stuff it inside the bird. And sometimes the skin tears, and that's okay because I'm gonna tie the legs together, and that's also going to secure the fact that the bacon is cooking on the breast meat. Another thing that's important when roasting a turkey is you want it to sort of caramelize. You want the top to caramelize, and you want flavor, and you want to baste it. So what I did was I took soy sauce, which is sort of like my salty element, and cider, and bacon fat, and honey, and I've sort of made like this marinade, and I think that's also important. So before I close the turkey up, and I'm just gonna like sort of get some of that liquid inside. Once that's done, I'm gonna take coarse kosher salt, and I'm gonna rub the skin. And I know that a lot of you are thinking, oh, no, 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 it's gonna be too salty. It's not, because this is a big bird, and this bird needs to get seasoned. I'm just gonna season it a little bit with black pepper. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to completely brush it with this liquid. And again, the flavors and the smells are so lovely. And they're gonna just get totally into this turkey the entire time that I'm baking it. So at this point, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my string, and I want my string to be long enough so that my string doesn't get absorbed into the turkey and then I forget about it. Everything's ready. My oven is preheated to 350. It's gonna go inside the oven. And rule of thumb is for every pound, it's about 12 to 15 minutes. Best way to tell is internal temperature, 165 degrees, right at the end of the breastbone, right by the leg, 165 degrees. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make sure that I baste this turkey and keep it basting every 15 minutes, every 20 minutes, so that this flavor just keeps getting absorbed into the meat. And here's your turkey. And who says a pastry chef can't cook?